But welcome, Queenie. Welcome to Pop Rock Radio. How are you?
Good. How are you going?
Oh, awesome. Really good. Good. It's been a busy week, so it's great. So, and great for Aussie music because you've just released
Yeah,
your track. How's it going for you?
good. We've actually had a really great response.
Yeah.
More so than I kind of thought. I mean, I guess we announced the album at the same time.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought maybe the single would, maybe fall by the wayside a little bit, but it's been great.
Yeah.
Really great response.
Oh, that's wicked.
So that's all.
Because this is track number 3 from the album, the next upcoming album. When's the album out?
August 30.
August 30. Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
And the album is New Malt. Moult. How did you come up with that name?
Okay, it's a funny story. So I wrote most of the songs in 2020.
Yeah.
I was suddenly blessed with a lot of time on my hands.
Yep.
And I, for some reason, ended up with this infatuation with spiders.
Oh, yep.
And was reading about how if they lose like a limb or part of their body, they can regrow it in the next molt if they're young enough in their life cycle. And I just thought that was such a beautiful, apt way to describe, I guess, being someone who'd just come out of a 10-year relationship and was trying to regrow parts of myself and shed my skin, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah, so, that's where that came from.
Oh, wicked. But now the studio pups have just gone crazy. Someone's car pulled up out the front.
Classic.
Yeah. Oh, I hope there's no one turning up. I'm the only one here to answer the door. So, yeah. Anyway, Everything Sucks. Track number 3, wicked song. Hopefully the dogs aren't going too crazy and too loud. Hopefully,
I can't hear them.
Oh, that's good.
There must be quiet doggies.
They know when I turn the microphone on that they just start talking. They start barking.
Yeah, classic.
Yep. But they
sound my cat whenever I try and record something.
Yeah. So yeah, Everything Sucks. Great song. It's really I've been listening to it on repeat this afternoon.
Hey.
Now I want to. Everything Sucks. I want to die.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to expand on that because I was listening away, getting into the song, and it's like Everything Sucks. I want to die. And I'm like, no, can't do that.
I feel like it's such a hard relate for all these millennials that are like, I love this song.
Yeah. So tell us all about it. How did you write it? What was the inspiration? How did you come up with Everything Sucks? I want to die.
Again, 2020.
Yep.
I just got out of a 10-year relationship and was, feeling pretty rough.
Yep.
And was suddenly had all this time on my hands to actually write songs. And I sat down with my little acoustic guitar on the bed and sort of wrote about 6 songs, I think, in the space of like 3 days.
Yeah.
But at the time, everything did suck, and I did want to die. So
yeah. But
I figured, what better way to deal with my problems than write music about them?
Yeah. Well, that's where a lot of what music comes from. It comes from the emotion of going through either breakup or something happening or something good happening.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just want to do a bit of a shout out to the QR code on the screen. That'll take people to your website, and then from the website, you can go get your merch and your orange album, or black if you want it in black, the vinyl that is. So you can get that, which I believe is selling really fast and going really well.
Yeah, it's been a great couple of days. I'm really stoked.
Oh, cool, that's good. Now I'm like addicted to Everything Sucks. We've got it on Pop Rock Radio and on Pop Rock Indie, and it's on the count on the vote for our live reactions. So people got to go there and vote. They've got 2 days left. It finishes on Saturday, and then we release the results on Sunday. And you're coming in second.
Yes.
Just for the guys on first spot, they just had all their social media on the very first day just go and hit it big time, and it was crazy. It was like, so
awesome.
We tried reaching out to everyone saying on the list going, vote, and you're coming in second at a great rate of knots, a little bit behind them, but you could catch up. If we get all your fans to vote in the next 2 days, you could catch up. So
I just got to get them back on the posting.
Yeah,
on the Instagram.
yeah. And that's what have you got Facebook? You've got Facebook, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when I've got this little gripe. You can tell me off later, but I've got this gripe with people on AMRAP, and I'm not the only one. Someone else, I know someone from a record label, they get their music from AMRAP as well. And what happens is they're searching, because we do the same thing, we search for AMRAP to find good music. And most of the, or not most, a lot of the people on AMRAP, they don't put any of their social media on there.
Oh,
and you
really?
can't track them down. So
yeah, that is annoying.
yeah. But when I was looking for you on social media, I'm typing in Queenie, where's Queenie? But it's not, it's Kill Queenie.
Yeah, I had to make that all my handles.
Yeah.
There's too many Queenies in the world, apparently.
Yeah. And they're all...
There's the elephant in Melbourne. Now there's a TV series. So my SEO results are just going to be, you know.
Yeah. So if anyone's searching on social media, Kill Queenie.
Kill Queenie.
Yep. Now, why did you choose Kill Queenie?
I was trying to come up with something edgy and cool that wasn't just Queenie music. And so I thought,
well, it is catchy.
What better than Kill Queenie?
Yeah. Because I was like, okay, how did you come up with the name Queenie?
So that was actually one of the names that my mum had put aside as a name for me.
Yeah.
Before she decided on Eloise when I popped my head out.
Yeah.
So that was I actually did an interview on ABC on Monday, and David Axel, the guy that was interviewing me, said that is called a nom de womb, like a nom de plume, like a pen name, but a nom de womb.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's really cute. So I'm just going to call that from now on.
Yeah. Got a question for you. When they interviewed you on the ABC, had they listened to your music beforehand?
Yeah, actually, I think David, he had actually asked me to go.
Yeah.
And got in touch with my publicist and asked me to go on the show himself because he'd actually listened to the music and had been interested and been following me. So that was really nice. Yeah. It was a nice surprise. That's Sometimes good. You go in and you know, it's for a festival promo or whatever, and people haven't necessarily heard your music before. But yeah, I was really lucky with David.
So have you had to go into an interview and have an interview with someone and they've not heard your music before?
Well, they've definitely heard it that day.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's people, I've done interviews for like promo for festivals and things before.
Yeah.
And I guess people research, you know, whoever they're interviewing and find the songs. But yeah, it's been pretty consistently people have been following along for a while, so I'm pretty lucky.
Yeah. I'm just asking because I spoke to someone 2 days ago and I was interviewing them and having a chat and was talking about their music, and he mentioned that he did an interview that morning, and the person that was interviewing him, and it was on radio, hadn't even heard any of his music.
Yeah, like, right. Wow.
Why invite someone in for an interview if you haven't heard their music and don't like it?
Yeah, that's why I'm pretty blind.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now you've got you've got 3 songs released on the album so far. Everything Sucks, which we're talking about now, but you have Mama and Not Divine.
Yep.
All 3 great tracks.
Thank you.
Awesome sound. The sound is not like your normal pop song. You know, your bubblegum pop. It's a great. I'm addicted to them. So, so is Tom. We love it. We've got a good reaction from our live reactions, and but the sound is different. How have you shaped your sound?
Thank you. It's nice to hear that. I think it's taken me a while to figure out what my sound is or kind of what direction I wanted to go in.
Yeah.
And I think I did the album with my producer Josh, and he just, I don't know, he just figured it out, and everything he did I loved, and it was just, I think I had a few sort of ideas in my head of, you know, I wanted it to sound 80s and kind of nostalgic but still with a little bit of pop sensibility, I think, and he just really captured that, and without me even really having to ask him. So I was very lucky to have worked with someone who brought out those elements.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's good. I like I said, it's totally enjoying every minute of it, and I can't wait for more to come out. But,
me neither.
Yeah. Now even though this is your debut album under Queenie, and you've got 3 songs, but you have been around the traps. Is that correct?
Yes.
It's not your first rodeo. Tell us a bit about your past. What have you done in the past?
Well, this is my second sort of solo project.
Yep.
I was I started playing in pubs when I was like 15.
Yep.
Under Heloise. And I kind of pursued that here. I moved to Melbourne in about 2013.
Yep.
And I kind of pursued it here for a little while, but the rest of my band was still living in Tassie, so logistically it was pretty hard.
Yep.
And I guess that kind of dwindled and faded away just naturally on its own.
Yep.
And then I had a little bit of a break for a while. I was doing another band called The Bone Shack with my ex-boyfriend and a couple of my other friends, and that was really great and awesome. And then COVID kind of hit and we lost a bit of traction, I guess.
Yep.
And yeah, so I finally decided to sit down and do another solo project.
Yeah. But the style before, the style of music you were playing before is not the same as what you're doing now, is it? How did you go from?
Yeah, it was pretty country.
Yeah. Was it country, was it?
Sort of, yeah. More, maybe not country, but a little bit Americana.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is really funny. I reckon if I release it now, it'd just pop off.
Yeah.
Country's
going pretty good at the moment, though, isn't it?
It is. It's awesome. It's so awesome. I was 10 years too early.
Yeah. Well, we've got Pop Rock Radio and Pop Rock Country and Pop Rock Indie going, and we're trying to just pump out. I know Pop Rock Country and Pop Rock Indie, they're 100% Australian music, and I tell you what, it's so hard to get people to listen to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
so funny.
We're in a day now where people can just stream stuff off Spotify or if anything like that, and then if they're not doing that, they're listening to radio in their car, and you say, well, just get our app and you can choose.
Yeah.
And it's like brand new music, and I think people are scared of listening to brand new music. It's like, no, get into it. It's really good. You don't know what you're missing out on. So,
I mean, people love their little safe choices, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I was actually having this conversation with someone yesterday. It's like a lot of people, depending on, I guess where they've grown up or what music they've been exposed to, tend to just keep listening to the same thing for their whole lives, and that's awesome. And maybe it's bliss, but I'm always looking for new music and always trying to expand my horizons.
Yeah, I go off. I go cranky at people when they they still. There's bands out there that have been around for 20, 30, 40 years, and they're good bands, and you listen to them, and you listen to them like like I like Def Leppard, but I wouldn't go.
Yes.
I'll listen to a couple of songs, but I won't go like a lot of their newer stuff. I'm not quite into, but I still like them. But I also listen to a lot of the new stuff as well that comes out, and I get behind the new stuff. With people my age, some people just, I don't know, the music tastes don't ever evolve. They just get stuck in this old way of thinking. I'm like, nah, you got to.
Yeah.
It's
interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it keeps you young. I reckon it keeps.
Very true. That's very true.
Yeah, you can't look this good and have skin this good listening to old music. Yeah. We should bottle this shit, eh?
You should. That's the old whatever it is that all the celebrities drink. It's actually just listening to new music, turns out.
Yeah, well, we could put it into water, and I don't know, we can just put it in water and call it magic music water or something, and people can drink it. It's just tap water from Perth. So, all right, tell us about Mama.
That was actually, I wrote that song. It's probably the only one on the album that's kind of old, I guess. I wrote that back in about 2017, 18 maybe.
Yeah.
And that was kind of an ode to my mum, who was also quite prolific in the music industry in the 80s.
Yeah.
She was in a couple of bands that did quite well, and she was signed to Warner and
in Australia
was touring around the world. Yeah, in Australia, in Sydney.
Can you say who it was?
So her band was called Destraza, and her solo name was Stephanie Howe.
Yeah.
But Destraza, I mean, you probably know a couple of the members in there. There's my non-biological uncles, Darth Pritchard from Rose Tattoo and Dario Bartolin from the Baby Animals.
Yeah.
There's a couple of names in the band.
Because your mum's names sound familiar. I'm trying to think of where I know it from, where I've heard it before.
Yeah, but maybe she had
Yeah.
an album called Facing the Fire, which did quite well.
Yeah.
And she toured with Cold Jizzle for a long time. She sang with Jimmy Barnes.
Yeah.
For a bit, and Richard Clapton. So she was around the music scene in the 80s in Sydney. And I think, and then she had to kind of give it all up and move to Tasmania and had my brother and me. And so I guess it was kind of an ode to her and her not being able to pursue her path in life, and that I'd do it for her. I'd carry the torch for her.
Yeah. No, wicked. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get my little pink cards out because we'll come back to the songs in a moment. I want to talk about Not Divine in a second, but I've got my little pink cards. These are, I do 10 questions on getting to know. So this is getting to know Queenie. These are 10 questions. I'm going to make sure I get it right. I'll explain it in a second. 10 questions that no normal adult would ask another adult, or especially in an interview.
Oh, here we go.
The other night, I said the exact same, like I say the same thing every interview, 10 random questions, but I didn't notice until I listened back to the interview. I said 10 random songs instead of questions. It's like, so.
That would also be a great segment.
Yeah, yep. Okay. What is the first album you ever bought?
Oh, that's a good question. It must have been, I'm sure it was, I mean, it probably doesn't actually count as an album, but I'm sure it was a So Fresh CD, one of those compilation So Fresh Hits of Summer CDs.
Yeah, it was a bit of an album, yeah. Do you remember?
Sanity.
Yeah, do you remember what year, what number? Because they're up to
Must have been. It must have been like 99, 2000, 2001, maybe.
Yeah. So that
actually, no, I must have. Yeah, I must have been later than that. It must have been 2002.
Yeah.
Like So Fresh Summer Hits 2002.
Yeah, before they started numbering them. Because they're up to like in the hundreds now. It's like, wow. Okay, fill in the gap. My something got me into trouble.
My mouth that got me into trouble.
Yeah, gets us all into trouble. Not all your mouth doesn't get me into trouble. My mouth gets me into trouble. Anyway,
all day, every day.
Yeah. If you couldn't do what you're doing now, what would you be doing?
Oh, that's a good question. I'd definitely still be doing something creative.
Yeah.
I've always loved to work in film and television, so probably that.
Yep.
Probably that. I don't think I'd be a dentist or anything.
No. Yeah. You make good money as a dentist. Hey,
I would. Yeah, definitely more than being a muso.
Oh yeah. What's your favourite place?
Oh, that I've been to, or
not just your favourite place. Could be you've been there, or you want to go there, or could be could be
the favourite place that I've been to is definitely where I grew up in Tassie.
Yep.
Well, my mum lives in a little town called Westbury. It's like 25 minutes out of Launceston.
Yep.
And it's just beautiful out there. But place that I would love to go is Italy. I don't know. I'm obsessed with Italian food. I love pizza, pasta, and ice cream, and sitting on beautiful little like decks looking out over the ocean. So I really, really want to head to Italy at one point.
Cool. Does pineapple go on pizza? This is not one of the 10 questions.
No, absolutely not.
It doesn't.
Absolutely not.
Have you seen the picture of people putting kiwi fruit on their pizza?
I love kiwi fruit, and I love pineapple, just not on pizza.
Oh, okay.
Kiwi fruit on pizza.
Oh yeah. Okay. How old were you when you knew you wanted to be an artist?
I must have been 9 or 10 years old, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because I started playing music when I was 9, and then did this like rock summer school back in Tassie.
Yeah. Where
you got to like perform at the end of the week in this big concert. And I just knew from then on that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, wicked. Okay. From memory, you're not allowed to check.
Oh, okay.
From memory, who is your first @ on social media? So if you went in and said @ someone, who would be the first person to pop up?
It'd definitely either be my boyfriend or one of my managers, Asia, because we are constantly, or my brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely probably my boyfriend. I send him like 1,000 memes a day.
Who is
Poor
your
guy.
favorite? Who's your favorite team?
Oh, football team?
It could be any team.
Oh, Collingwood.
Yeah. Oh.
That always gets mixed reactions. It's either like, hell yeah.
Yeah. No. Obviously, I'm a Freo Dockers supporter.
Oh, a classic.
Yeah. Have you ever broken up with anyone via text?
No, not via text, no.
All right. Too easy. Well, this one...
Too much of a talker. Yeah. That's where my mouth's got me into trouble.
All right. This one's going to be pretty self-explanatory. Everyone's going to guess it by now. But what is your favourite state in Australia?
Tasmania, for sure.
All right.
Closely followed by Victoria, I must say.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to find a decent question to ask you for the last question. They've all been pretty random.
Yeah, these are good. These are good random questions. I'm loving it.
Last question then. Favourite song to sing in the shower?
At the moment, it's no regret. I actually can't even remember what the title of the song is, but it's by Edith Piaf. It's a French song.
Yeah.
And I've been trying really hard to learn it, but all I'm singing in the shower is "No regret" over and over again. I can kind of like understand French, but that's probably as far as it gets.
Do you live close to your neighbours?
Oh, kind of. My back neighbours are pretty close, so they could definitely hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At least if they haven't thrown anything at you, you're doing a good job. So,
this is true. This is true.
Have you ever gone into the shower? Like, I do this all the time. I'll get into the shower and I'll just start singing the stupidest, craziest songs about anything. It could be about the cake of soap, or it could be...
Yeah.
Do you ever do that? Am I the only person who does it? Yeah.
All the time. That about my cat, about my dog. Just sing silly little songs about everyone.
And you just make them up.
Fine.
Yeah. Have you ever taken a song like that you've been singing, just a song that you've been singing to yourself, or about say to your cat, and turned that into an actual song?
Maybe once or twice, like subconsciously, maybe I've started singing something and then be like, oh,
it's got a good vibe, yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe ran with it. Yeah, now that you mentioned it, I probably have.
Cool. We're going to have to find out which song it is. So, is it on the album?
That's my cat.
Yeah. Hey,
probably.
Why did you move from Tassie to Melbourne or Victoria? Yeah, I'm assuming you're in Melbourne.
Yeah, I'm in Melbourne. I think I never really thought about it. I just like finished year 12 and worked for 6 months, and it was always my plan to leave. I guess like I always wanted to pursue music, and at the time there wasn't there was a bit of a music scene in Tassie, but it was, once you kind of got to a certain point, that was as far as you could go.
Yeah. And
I was chasing the big dreams, so I jumped across the puddle and have been here ever since.
Yeah. Next, I've got a bad habit. I keep saying everyone says you shouldn't say and I'm
Me
like,
too. Me and I say all the time.
Yeah. The music culture in Melbourne, how do you find that? Because we're over in Perth. It's a bit different over here in Perth, but how is it in Melbourne? Is there lots of live acts?
Pardon?
Is there lots of live acts in Melbourne?
Heaps. It's changing a little bit now. I think there's a lot of venues closing, which is really, really sad.
And over here,
it's a cost of living crisis. No one can afford to stay open. People can't afford to go out. Like, it's crazy. So it's having a bit of an impact on live music venues here, which really sucks. But I hope that it can, I guess, get better and something will change in the near future. So venues can stop closing. The scene is still, super, super vibrant and alive here, but it is changing slowly.
Oh, that's good.
Which sucks.
Yeah, well, it's not good that it's closing, because we're getting a lot of closures here, but changing and evolving has definitely got to do it. But urging people to get out and see the live acts, because that's how most of our artists nowadays, because of the streaming services, I don't know about yourself, but a lot of people we speak to, they don't get much money from the streaming. They make most of their money
No.
through their live shows or through their merch. And they can get Queenie merch from your website, which is on the QR code. So everyone, and if you can't get the QR code because you're using your phone, it'd be in the description. So yeah, orange. How come you chose? I thought you froze. I thought your screen had frozen then, but you were just like sitting still. Why orange?
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't. Maybe it's my favorite color. Maybe I'm just a narcissist. I don't know.
Because
it definitely match the hair.
Yeah, because my favorite color, I like all colors, but my favorite colors are pink, yellow, and orange. And I don't know why, but my kids,
Sunrise.
They all laugh at me because they're my favorite colors, and they're not like your normal blues, greens, or whatever. But they reckon my music tastes are that of a 12-year-old girl. I'm like, come on, give me credit.
Good, 12-year-old, great music taste.
Yeah. So, all right, Not Divine. That was the first single you released.
Yep.
Do you want to tell us about Not Divine, please? Pretty please.
That was a. I know you'll be shocked to hear this, but that was another post-breakup song.
Yeah.
And I guess it was sort of about, not wanting to be put on a pedestal in a relationship. And I guess at the end of the day, I'm just a human being. I have needs like everyone else and, desires like everyone else. And I'm just a regular old gal, and I think I was, I guess, put on an unnecessary pedestal in the relationship that I was in and felt that like I had to live up to things that, I guess were unrealistic, I suppose.
Yeah. And that's how the song come about.
Yeah.
Cool. Have you got, are you going to release any more singles before the album?
Maybe.
We have to watch your space. Yeah.
We weren't going to, but now we're thinking about it. So, keep ears and eyes peeled.
Yeah, and on the socials, you can get Queenie socials through the quick QR code and links in the description.
Go buy it all.
Yeah.
Stay in touch and buy all my stuff.
I should have put it on the Facebook live stream. So if you're listening on Facebook, you can leave comments so I can see the comments pop up. But I should have put the link on the Facebook page, which I didn't do, which is a bit.
I'll post about it if people want to find me. It'll be there.
It'll be on the QR code. Just get the QR code and scan that QR code in, and you'll be able to do that. Okay, what's next for Queenie? After the album.
Next week, after the album, we are planning a tour.
Yeah.
And then not really sure what's on the horizon. I'm definitely going to keep writing some more material. I've got a couple of collabs coming up, which I'm excited about, with some friends, so that'll be nice.
Sweet.
But I think just releasing more music and playing more shows.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to Europe.
Yeah. And do shows in Europe?
Yeah.
That would be wicked.
We just figure out whether we can afford to go over there.
Yeah.
Depends how many albums I sell.
And the orange, they come in two colours, orange and black. Yeah. So I did have another question, Ron. Oh, your tour. When you do your tour, where are you going? Where would you go?
Just around the East Coast. We'll head up to Brizzy and obviously we'll do some in Melbourne and New South Wales and a couple of regional Victoria shows. We're going to try to go to Tassie and I think we might actually be going to WA. So.
I hope so, yeah. Because you can't do a national tour without coming to WA. So
exactly, and everyone misses WA, and so we're not going to. We're going to come say hi. So
wicked. So I've got to obviously, like you said, you hopefully get to WA, and I'd like to hold you to it. But what prevents artists from coming to WA? What's the biggest hurdle? Is it just the money, or is it?
Yeah, it's just flights. I mean, but artists that have a surplus of cash to fly there is awesome. And I guess the other option's driving, but it's what 4 days driving realistically.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of gigs in between.
And a lot of recouping costs.
Yeah.
But I think honestly that's it. I think it is just like how expensive flights are, and Yeah, I think people really do want to come to WA. I want to come to WA,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just that thing of, you know,
Yeah, it's
bloody
crazy.
airlines punching their prices up. It's crazy.
Yep. I can't. Yeah, it's unbelievable because I grew
Ruining
up
it for everyone.
Yeah, well, I grew up in New South Wales, and I'm used to, go out on a Friday night, and you could. I used to hang around in the city, in Sydney itself, and you could go to nightclubs and bars and pubs, and it was great. Now,
Yeah.
I think we went. I'm a bit old now, getting old. But now there's all the clubs that are closing up, insurance costs,
Yeah.
and going out.
Bad.
Yeah, so
It really sucks. It sucks. I think the lockdown laws definitely, the lockout laws definitely killed a lot of venues, especially live venues.
Yeah,
You know, I did a show in Sydney, and it like ticked over to 1 a.m. when the venue couldn't let any more people in because of the lockout laws, and I was the only one left still inside with all of the gear, and they wouldn't let the band come back over the threshold so we could load the gear out. And so I
think they'd open up a back door.
Everything over this threshold.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's it, I'm never coming back here.
Yeah.
Which is a lie. I definitely did.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I honestly think that killed so many hospitality. And I mean, I know it's not a thing anymore, but I think there were just so many places that just didn't recover from it. Like King's Cross is like a ghost town now.
Oh, that's another place I used to
really
hang out.
sad.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, me too. I remember going to King's Cross when I was younger, and just like it was buzzing and teeming with life, and you know,
have you seen
food joints.
Did you see that TV show Last King of the Cross?
Oh, maybe. Was that like a kind of a docu?
No,
like
it was
a docu-series.
It was actual a proper show, proper TV series, and it was about John Abraham.
Oh, right. Oh, I'll have to watch it.
It's a great show. I love it. They're doing a season 2. Yeah. Oh, great show. Great, awesome show. Awesome. Showed a lot of the about back in the 80s. Yeah, put it on there. if you can find out who's streaming it now, I don't know who's streaming it, but season 2.
I'll have a look online.
Yeah, season 2 should be coming out soon. So, do you binge much TV?
Like, yeah, like a little bit, I guess. I watch like movies.
Yeah.
I don't really watch. I never watch free to air TV. I don't even think I can get that on my TV.
No.
But I love art house. I'm a real sucker for art house films and like murder mysteries and hectic action movies.
Your typical typical Tasmanian girls Friday night sit at home watching Die Hard with
yeah, literally, Bruce Willis, let's go.
No, too easy. All right, I'm gonna start winding up. I'm gonna start killing off some of the streams. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, Queenie. I wish you all the best with your music.
Thank you so much.
So,
thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it. It means heaps to me.
No, we're gonna have to have you back after the album release to do a follow up and see how it goes. So
I'll be back there in a flash.
Yeah. Well, what's going to happen is I'm going to say cheerio to everyone on Facebook. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes chat and everything we do. And we'll probably do this again next time. But yeah, thank you for joining us. So we'll say cheerio to you guys. Yeah, cheerio, Queenie on Facebook. Bye, Facebook. All right, we're stopping that one. You'll be gone. Bye. And then what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to say cheerio to everyone for the YouTube recording. Thank you very much for joining us. And I'll end that recording there. Yeah, bye, YouTubers. Don't forget to like, love, and subscribe. I didn't do that. I didn't hit any of the...
like, and subscribe.
I didn't press any of the subscribe buttons. Oh, well, I'll put them in post. Put them in post. All right, so...